The vision is growth, growth, and growth.
Edmond Bartlett assumed responsibility for the tourism portfolio on March 7 and immediately got to work. His first order of business was meeting with ministry staff, followed by talks with U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, His Excellency Luis Moreno. The tourism minister also engaged members of the Sustainable Destinations Alliance for the Americas and the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association. To all the groups, he expressed one overarching goal for the ministry and the sector.
We're going to grow this economy through tourism. Growing to 2 and 3%, as we have been doing for the last 30 years, cannot cut it in my second incarnation. We've got to go to minimum of 5% and move to double digits.
The growth strategy will involve driving investments and bringing greater value added to the sector.
People are driven by passions. They travel to fulfill their passions. And so we have to identify these passion points and build products around it. Food, for example. Jamaica has not capitalized in this market, even though we have the finest jerk in all of the region, and our ackee and saltfish is delightful and so on. We just have not utilized that critical value added that will drive us.
Another passion point, he says, is shopping, which will be incentivized to satisfy that particular tourist market. And
we have to look at building more rooms. Jamaica needs about 50,000 rooms to begin with. We're just a little over 30,000 now. So there's a great area of expansion in that area.
The attraction sector will also be improved, and Kingston is to be positioned as an ideal destination. Expanding the linkage with other sectors is also on the agenda.
The linkages hub which we have must not just be a talk shop and an opportunity for us to see and study, but it has to be one that will create collaboration and partnership. What is it that the farmer needs? What is it that the agricultural experts need? What it is that the manufacturers need? What is it that the bankers need in order to bring their value together to create now the products that the industry want and to ensure that tourism services are felt by various sectors of the economy.
Underpinning it all will be improvements to the legislative and regulatory framework.
So I have to create this fiscal space for growth, and I have to ensure also that within the mix of all the policy options that we take, these are options that will incentivize growth rather than to contract development. It's a little under 100 million people who take vacations every year to different parts of the world from the USA. Canada has nearly 30 million. So right in our own backyard, we're talking in excess of 100 million. What's our share of that? 3%? 2%? Minimal.
The new tourism minister is insistent that Jamaica must capture a greater share of those traditional markets, while tapping into the new and emerging markets of South America, Eastern Europe, Asia, and Africa.
So what we have to do is to build public-private partnership. The JHTA and the Ministry of Tourism are going to, we've always done so, but I just want to say we're going to move it another notch. We are going to work very closely, we're going to work very tight, and we are going to synchronize our efforts so as to enable maximum return from our efforts.
As part of improving Jamaica's attractiveness to travelers, Minister Bartlett has also engaged the U.S. Ambassador on the prospects for pre-clearance operations privileges to be granted to Jamaica. In addition to the growth agenda, special attention will also be given to building human capital within tourism.
Yes, because 60% of the value of the experience of the visitor is service. We have to train, and develop our people to give the high quality service.
So a hospitality training program, a first-rate training institution for tourism workers, is to be established. Minister Bartlett says it might take the form of a standalone institution or be integrated within the programs at existing tertiary institutions or the Heart Trust NTA. While that's being pursued, workers' social security will also be protected.
I'm prepared to, for us to knock heads together on that and to make sure that by the January 2017 date that you have put, there will be a program in place to offer social security for the workers of the tourism industry. Jamaica is a brand of international repute. There is no destination that's better than ours, and there's no destination that we fear. So, having said that, what then is the vision for this era? This my second incarnation. The vision is growth, growth, and growth.